Who is Loki? Okay, if you've never heard of Loki before, where have you been? Okay, first off, Loki is one of the most famous villains in Marvel Comics. And since they made those comics into movies, well, everyone knows Loki now, right? Now, those stories are based on Norse mythology. That's where Loki came from, the stories that the Vikings used to tell. In Norse mythology, Loki is one of the most mysterious and unpredictable figures in the pantheon. He's not exactly a god of mischief, not officially. He's not even always on the side of the gods. And yet, he's everywhere in the old stories. Loki is a shapeshifter, a trickster, a schemer. Now, the modern version of Loki is usually called a god of mischief, and that fits pretty well. I mean, Loki loves to play tricks on people. In fact, he did trick the other gods so often that they punished him. They chained him up and put him inside a cave with no food or water. But Loki is way more than just a trickster. He has a lot of other stuff, like super important stuff. I mean, he helped the hero Thor get his awesome hammer. So without Loki, Thor wouldn't be Thor, and that's huge. He also helped Snorri, the guy who wrote down all those old Viking stories, escape from giants. So Loki could be a hero too. It all depends on the story. Sometimes he helps the gods. Sometimes he fights against them. And sometimes he just sits back and watches the whole Norse pantheon burn to the ground. Because here's the thing, Loki doesn't really care about being good or evil. He just wants to do his own thing. He has a wild heart and an even wilder head of hair. But underneath that green hair, he's got a brain. And he uses that brain to do whatever he wants. So what was Loki again? Well, he was a liar. He was really good at pretending to be someone else. So good, in fact, that once he tricked Odin, the king of the gods, by turning himself into a fly. Fly, Loki, fly. But he was also generous. I mean, he gave Odin his spear, which was a very precious gift. He was also a poet. He composed songs, and he boasted about his skills. And of course, he was beautiful. Everyone in Norse mythology is super into Loki's good looks. Even Odin took Loki's kids in as his own sons. Although we don't know for sure if they were actually related, I guess that's kind of Loki's thing, being mysterious. Let's be honest, if there was a god of Instagram, it would be Loki. His life was full of likes and followers. I mean, he would have 8 million subscribers on YouTube. The man knew how to work the camera. So maybe Loki was the god of social media. Well, except for that time when he unleashed a deadly serpent into the world. But then he took it back, so maybe not that either. The point is, Loki was many things. He was everything and he was nothing. He was a god, or maybe he was a monster. But Loki is still around today. There are statues of him outside museums. Kids dress up as him for Halloween. And plenty of people, including some major movie stars, have tattoos of his face. So what's the secret? What makes Loki so popular? Well, I think it's because he doesn't pick a side. He's not a god of love or war. He's a god of everything, or maybe nothing. He's the trickster, the outsider, the handsome bad boy who broke all the rules. And in a world that needs saving, well, Loki just might be the hero we're looking for. Or maybe he'll be the villain. Who knows? Not even Loki knows. And that's what makes him so dangerous, so exciting, and so very, very Loki. So, which side of Loki are you?